Hello, dear dancers. This is Joana Saahirah with another message from the womb. This time around, I want to tell you about the art of listening. Really listening. Yes. First of all, there are three kinds of listening, at least. The listening that everybody does every day. Yeah, we register unconsciously at least the sounds that surround us. Yeah, may that be, you know, the wind, the birds, the radio when you're in the car, other people's chatter, cars passing by, whatever is the sound that is surrounding you. So you're listening, but you're really not listening. It's just there. It's a background noise, a background music, yeah? Then you have the listening of someone who is paying attention to the music. May that be, a musician, a technician related to the sound, a sound that we have to listen because we're obliged to. Somebody's talking with you, right? So you have to listen in order to answer, or at least to give, some sort of feedback. Sometimes we answer, but we don't really answer because we don't listen in the first place. We just match monologues. We intercross. And we exchange monologues. It's very rare to have a dialogue, a real dialogue even. And then you have the listening of an Oriental dancer, yeah? That is a more profound way of listening because I have to be able to stop, be still, don't do anything. Don't think, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that with this music, no, don't think. You take your time to receive the sound, yeah? So you listen, you let it in, you allow it to simmer inside of you, and you start to feel, to react to whatever that sound is moving inside you. From that place, you start moving. And only from that place. Now, this is the real listening, at least for Oriental dances. I mention it in my book, The Secrets of Egypt, Dance, Life and Beyond, as the three gates. The first gate is the ears, so you listen. The second gate is the heart, so you allow the sound that sinks in to move you from an emotional place, from an emotional perspective. And then the third gate is the external movement that every dancer is doing all the time. So you don't actually move, physically speaking, exteriorly speaking, before you move inside. There is an inner movement that comes from the dialogue between you and the music that you're taking in. There is a dance happening inside you before you actually move externally. This is very important, because then your dance comes from the inside, not from the outside. It comes with a completely different quality, completely different depth, completely different starting point, because you can move without listening and it will be a mind process. Yeah, I have a song, I know the rhythm, okay, this is the movement I'm gonna do, this is the step I'm gonna do, but that really doesn't have the magic and the depth and the density of Egyptian dance. In order for it to have all those things, I need you to feel first. I need you to let that music inside you in a way that you feel drunk with it. You actually feel dizzy with it, There were times when I thought I was going to faint of emotion before actually starting to move, especially while working with my musicians in Cairo, because the emotion provoked by the listening itself was so strong that I almost felt external movement was not needed. I sank totally into that sound and the emotions it arose inside of me, and I felt, okay, now I have to move. Oh my God, but I'm already dancing and it's so beautiful inside. So I used whatever was already happening inside to express that connection, that co-creation between me and the music. But if you don't listen, that will never happen. It's the music in one place and you in another place, and it's like two monologues. Yeah, like I said, these days, how people talk with each other most of the times through monologues. You don't really listen to the other. You just deliver your message, he delivers your message, she delivers her message, they deliver their message, but there is no really, there is no space to sit and say, okay, what are you telling me? Huh? And really listening without having a ready-made answer, right? So for Egyptian dance, it's very important that we break this vicious cycle of monologues. We are co-creating with the music, so we are creating a dialogue with the music. For a dialogue to happen, I repeat, you have to listen, listen, listen. And also, you know, as a dancer and someone who is used to work with music all the time, I discovered that the quality of listening depends at a great extent with the ability to enjoy the silence. The quality of my listening improves when I create spaces not to listen to people, to noise, to music even. If you're constantly listening to music and to all sorts of noises, your ears become like desensitized. They become impermeable. The sound is not fresh anymore. So you need to clean your ears every once in a while, to give them silence, to allow them to rest and reset and reboot like a computer. And then when you go back to the sound, everything sounds fresh and impactful again. Yeah? So please, start to see Egyptian dance as a process, a journey that starts not in the external movement, as most people believe, but in the act, the feminine principle act of listening. Okay? Enjoy, baby.